Hey, what's shaking, Scorpio, and welcome to the channel. It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot. How's it going? So guys, it's time for May general readings for the month of May 2020, and I will be using the Witch's Tarot deck to do this read for you, so I hope you enjoy. And yes, my intro is the same every single time. It's because I'm boring in real life, but I hope the reading is exciting for you, and I hope you enjoy it and that it resonates. And I really look forward to your comments. It just makes my day when somebody comments. I'm so happy. So make sure you let me know like which was your favorite part of the reading and which was your favorite card. And if you're taking the time to subscribe, please tap the notification bell so that you do have access to my videos. I read this crazy statistic that there's 400 minutes or hours, something like that, of content uploaded to YouTube like every minute. So anyway, I just don't want to get lost in a sea of content for you because I'm here to serve you guys. So let's take a look at your first card, which is actually take a closer look at this. So I'll do a deck cut. So we've got the Queen of Pentacles. So I'm really getting the sense here that sometimes you guys are on a mission and sometimes you're not. I feel like there's somebody or some presence in your life that I'm getting the words like lulling you into a false sense of security, where you sort of want to soldier on. You've got your mission and you want to take care of this and maybe branch out on your own. But then somebody's like, oh, baby, come on over here and just relax, you know? And you're like, okay. So, I mean, and from your heart, it means a lot to you to go and maybe spend time with somebody or put your own wishes and desires on hold. But it's not doing you any good. This is what I'm seeing with the Queen of Pentacles. She's very almost like adamant about pursuing her own life goals. But I'm seeing somebody for whatever reason of their own, they're going, yeah, well, you know, that can wait. And maybe let's go take care of this for me, or just come hang out with me. I'm seeing somebody a little bit needy, siphoning off your, what is the word? Ambition. You know, so don't let somebody tap into that for their own needs. You know, I think it's a little bit extra that somebody's doing that for you, and maybe they're jealous of you, or maybe you pursuing your own path is leaving them feeling a little bit empty, but that's kind of up to them to deal with. That's their own drama. So like, never lose sight of who you are and what you want in this life. So I think that's going to be an important factor for the month of May. Never mind. So let's see, don't worry so much about this. So we've got the Two of Pentacles, which is absolutely fascinating. And this particular Two of Pentacles, the juggler here, he is creating the infinity sign. So some of you could be worried about, oh, I'm gonna have too much on my plate. You know, I'm going to be too busy. It's just going to go on forever. I'm never going to get there. And maybe somebody that is trying to drain you away here is sort of echoing those thoughts or creating those thoughts for you. So if you ever feel like you don't have enough time in a day, or somebody's saying, oh, well, you need to relax, and, you know, you're just so tired and I don't know how you can fit that all into your schedule. Like, just try to sit for 1 hour without doing anything. Like, literally set a timer somewhere and just go sit there. Don't read a book. Don't bring your phone. Don't have the TV on. You know, just sit there, and you will just realize that an hour just seems like infinity, and you can do so much in an hour. So I'm seeing what the best thing is to do is to like really carve out and be specific about a time. Like, be selfish about your time. It doesn't matter what your relationship status is. Like, even if you have kids, and I know it's harder with kids, like I'm a parent too, to carve that time out for yourself. Like, so if you have to get up an extra hour early in the morning or stay up an hour later, if you really have this goal that you want to meet, don't worry about what everybody else is saying. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. There's plenty of time in the day, and sometimes you have to make that time for yourself. I read somewhere that the most successful people get up between 4 and 4:30 in the morning, and I just saw angel number 444 for you guys. So you've got something going on, angelic support. So let's see, beware of this danger. So we've got the Four of Cups. So you could be a little bit afraid of missing out on an opportunity, but I also think like there is somebody sort of singing that song in the background, or maybe it's your own voice. And sometimes your fear of failure can come up and like sort of disguise itself with excuses of convenience to make you step away. So, and maybe you are afraid of missing the mark, and maybe you're afraid of looking like a failure or a fool. But I mean, there isn't one successful person out there that hasn't failed like multiple times along the way. Like I can't think of one success story where somebody says, yeah, I just woke up one morning and I was like on top of the world. Everything worked out for me. J-Lo does this like sort of inspirational rant where she talks about, you know, people are going to say no, but you keep on going until you get the yes. So this is going to be really important for you guys. Even if you miss out on one thing, if that like one connection wasn't the one for you, keep on going. Don't let that like, oh, well, I missed out on that one thing, or I didn't take up on that offer. Pursue the next one. So hold tight to this, you guys. You've got the Page of Wands, and like this is the happiest page I've ever seen in any and all of my decks. So like listen to the messages coming in, like listen to the messages from yourself, from your peers. You could see them on social media, you know, take advantage of that, hold on to that, you know, and the messages are for you. They're not for somebody else. And you need to take action when you hear them. That's what the page is for. They're bringing you messages. You could be getting inspired on your timeline. There could be billboards. You could be seeing other people in your avenue, in your line of work, your dream job, your purpose. Other people are being successful. That's all meant to inspire you. So really take those messages to your heart when you hear them. Learn to appreciate this, you guys. 5 of Swords. So the 5s are like, they're a little bit bumpy, you know, they're midway through your journey. Things might not be going all that fantastic for you. Could be you're having a lot of self-doubt and negativity, but this is your adversity. This is your challenge to overcome. So, I mean, you have to really wrestle with the things that are going to try to hold you back. I don't know if anybody watches RuPaul's Drag Race, but he always talks about how you have to learn to overcome like the demons in your mind. And sometimes it could be an exterior source, like somebody close to you that doesn't want to see you succeed. So you can appreciate that because it's going to make you try harder. Like if you're having these negative thoughts like, oh, I can't possibly do this, or today's just not the day, this is when your discipline is going to come in and overcome the intellectual negativity or the emotional negativity that you could experience. Just needed a sip of tea, you guys. So the next card is going to look at stop pursuing this. Okay, I find this is such an interesting card to come up here because sometimes we do say and act things like out to please other people. And I'm really just getting the sense here that you're kind of guiding your life towards somebody else's vision of who you should be, you know, and I'm really seeing somebody withholding you back. And whether that's yourself or somebody in your life, and I think for a lot of you, it could be your partner, which is really unfortunate. So stop pursuing the need to, the Temperance is like, everything's cool, everything's fine. Like, I really think that you're kidding yourself a little bit. You know, if you want to rise higher in your life, whatever that is, you want to branch out, start your own business, you know, start a new fitness regime. Maybe you want to run a marathon, you know, maybe you want to start a YouTube channel, like whatever it is that you want to do. Stop letting other people talk you out of it and stop acting like it's fine that they're doing it. And if it's especially you, if you're being your own worst enemy, it's time to really address that and go like do some mirror work. And if you don't know what that is, it's actually just going and standing in front of a mirror and talking to yourself as if you would talk to somebody else. You have to really remember that you guys, you're your own best friend, and sometimes you can be your own worst enemy. So you have to go and really confront that. And mirror work is like, you cannot escape your own eyes. You know, you can shift your gaze when somebody else is talking to you. You can filter them out. You can put things on the back burner. But when you go and stand in front of the mirror, and look at yourself, there's nowhere to hide. And talking to yourself right in the eyes, it's like a really compelling experience. I highly recommend it. So stop pursuing the need to people please, including yourself, and stop like putting people off with like, okay, everything's fine, when it's not fine. Like if they're really ruffling your feathers, or you want them to support you and you need them to help, like if you're you know, in a partnership and you have kids and you need them to take the kids so that you can work on whatever it is, work on your own priority for 1 hour every day, then go and demand it for yourself in the nicest possible way, of course. And to seek this, you guys, the Four of Wands, I love this card because it's basically the celebration. It is the culmination of a job well done, of fortune sought and won. There could also be like a family celebration. You know, the person that is against you right now could turn out to be your biggest cheerleader, you know, and they may be trying to protect you, you know, and they could be just afraid of your failure because they're afraid of their own failure. It's just unbelievable how people can transmit their own auras onto yours, and you take it as your own. And many of you could be empaths if you're allowing that to happen. But seek ways to celebrate your life. You know, seek ways to put yourself up on a pedestal. You deserve it. You deserve to have the best life possible. And this will come through your own pursuits. You know, in any relationship, whether it's a friendship, you know, or within your family, work, there's always going to be give and take. And I see that you guys give more than you take. So it's time to sort of cash in on that and allow other people to give to you so that you can rise really strongly in the area where you want to. And I think a lot of you do want to open your own business, or you do want to do something really significant and really meaningful with your life, but you're kind of like worried about, well, what would they think of me? And, you know, I feel like I'm making waves and, you know, I just want to keep the peace in the family. Well, you've done a lifetime of that, and asking for what you want and deserve, it's not disturbing the flow of the family. It's just adding a new flow, and it's your flow. So go get your flow, you guys. Go get your flow, Scorpio. All right, I'm gonna leave it before I get a little cray. So guys, take care. Bye.